And do you guys remember everything that happened last session?
We fought the guys and we won.
That's true.
Yeah, so effectively, we fought Solgard and some of the dragons that agreed with him, and Solgard was defeated along with another dragon, and now that Solgard has been defeated, we have gotten some of the respect of the remaining dragons, and another dragon came by. That was I think it was an ancient.
It was a
nature dragon or whatever it was. What was?
It looks like a dragon made up of like a bunch of little vines, essentially.
The nature, yes.
Yeah. And Trent is the one who had seemingly run into them and brought them to you guys.
Yeah, good boy, Trent.
While he was lost and looking for good old Rendon. But yeah, so you guys stand around or near Faradrain as he has his hand on the ground on that rune that he carved, and there is a portal in front of him. The nature dragon also stands there, just kind of looking at each one of you. Faradrain looks at you guys. Let's see if my voice mod will work.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Go ahead, baby.
I will not be accompanying you this time. I have to retrieve my children from our cave. And then, as soon as I've got them, we'll join into the fight, and I will aid you. I will need someone's help, though, to venture into the Horde. I can no longer shapeshift myself. And he looks over to
Valora.
May I ask your help? Long time ago, I considered us enemies, but we have been united against a common enemy. And though I may resent you for getting the final kill, and for basically being a cheap knockoff of me, I do respect you.
Valora looks at him. It's a weird way to ask, but yes, I will help you. And he just nods.
They're gonna get married.
He then lifts his hand off of the rune. And they both look at you, and Valora looks at you, Saran. Don't get yourself killed.
No
Don't forget to eat.
There, and I can at least promise that much with the eating part.
Don't forget to wash up afterwards. War is dirty business.
Yes, mother.
And she looks to the rest of you. And if she dies, you die, okay?
Okay. We'll remember that.
Mom.
Alright, and if we all survive, I'll make you all dinner. Yay! And then she beats her wings as her and Faradrain begin to fly off. And Faradrain just says one final,
"Good luck!"
Does she happen to know a Ramsey who will also help her cook a meal?
No, she does not know a Ramsey.
Okay.
She, despite being a dragon, is quite the skilled cook.
Shouldn't we go through the portal? Did anybody know where Mr. Legs went? Because he went to hide, and I don't know if anybody looked for him after the fight.
I don't know. That's not my problem.
Felina, where do you think you can call for him?
Mr. Leg.
I'm just worried this spider man thing is running around.
No, he's hiding. I'll go first.
Roll perception.
Okay. 1 second. Can't find it. Oh, I found it. Won't let me click on it.
You should. You might be clicking the wrong part.
Yeah, no, literally. Okay,
Did it work? Nope.
should have.
11. Okay. Aster, you look around and he's nowhere to be seen.
He's so screwed.
You guys gotta help me find him. Hurry.
Let's see. I can.
I just practically look around.
Distance 30.
Is anyone else going to roll a perception for him?
Well, Sharon
Yeah,
doesn't know
I-
what Mr. Lakes looks like, so, and she's more preoccupied with the fact that she had just been submerged in lava, and also the fact that her mother's still as protective as ever.
Yeah, you are still like that feeling, that pain, even though it wasn't on like your original body, you still like almost like a phantom tingle, like pain PTSD. Like you can still like kind of feel it in the back of your mind, and you keep thinking back to it, and every time you do it, kind of like comes with this little searing shoot of pain. It was not pleasant.
I got an 18 perception.
18. All right. As you look around, kind of down the slope of this like mountain that was halved, that like this place is placed on, you can see behind a bush, a leg sticking up. That
Sticking
seems
up.
yeah, just like up in the air.
I'll just put it. I think he's over there, and I will go. Well, just saying that out loud.
Mr.
this?
Lex!
Oh, Mr. Lakes. Okay.
Was that a roll for Brendan?
Perception.
Perception. Yeah, you would notice it too. All right, as Aster runs over to Mr. Legs, the plant dragon, Drake, is like focused on you. It hasn't moved its eyes off of you.
Okay. Sorry, I missed the.
fine.
I was talking to Abby. I didn't
You're good.
miss much here, right?
No, just them finding Mr. Legs.
Okay.
But yeah, the kind of nature dragon has not removed its gaze from you. It's kind of just focused on you.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
It lowers its head and reaches a clawed, viney hand and pokes at your chest. And it just kind of says, "One second, waiting for it." Okay. There's something hidden deep inside of you.
There is.
Oh no, this sounds like it's gonna be a Disney thing.
What
Nearly
is?
at your very core. This bears the marking of Mialafu's old magic.
I did serve as in. Sorry, it's been a while since I thought about what do you mean the. Oh yeah, I'm one of the disciples of Mialafu. At least I was in the group.
Those who protect her secret.
Yes, I just I just don't. I don't. This is crazy. It's just I feel like there's something. I feel like there's been something that just I haven't been able to remember that I should know.
When you were very young, something was placed upon your very life force. This was a technique Meowth would use when she was alive to hide away secrets or send messages. Her affinity for life itself gave way to her being able to hide information within people's auras, and then those secrets could be passed between people. It seems that you have quite the big secret stashed away, placed upon you when you were very, very young.
By who would have been able to place that on me?
Well, it's hard to tell what it is. It could be anything, but if it's what I think it is, then it would be whoever led your group.
I mean, and I just think to myself, Eru.
Usually with these sort of secrets, there is another who bears the key to it. The secret is bound to your soul. If you would die, the secret would die with you, but the key is bound to the body of whoever possessed it. So even if they do die, the key remains tethered to them. So somewhere out there, there is a person, quite possibly the same person who placed this on you, who has the means to unlock it.
But like you said, if they're dead,
The key would remain with them.
it would still remain with them.
If you were to die, however, the secret bound to your soul would go with you.
Hmm.
You bear quite the strong signature of Fey energy, pure Fey energy, original. Much like this nymph over here, as they gesture over to Aster.
Hey, what about Rendon? Or Trent?
We know Trent. Trent is one of us.
Oh,
We are
what
not
about me?
one.
What is
We
us?
are many. Spirits like this Trent. But we are a...
Unit.
Yes, we have fused together into one form. And we have lied dormant for very long, but Trent, maybe by natural instinct, found us and woke us.
Interesting.
We would accept him into our multitude, but he has given up his pacifistic ways, the ways that we follow. We are told not to harm, but it seems he's done some harming.
That might be my fault.
It matters not. He has brought us here to help, but we will not be able to fight your battle. We may be able to help heal you, or perhaps provide barricades or shelter.
That could be good.
Right, well,
Hmm.
just tell me what you would have us do, and we will do it.
What do you guys think?
Would mainly depend on what we do over there, pointing to the port.
I think a barrier could help prevent more people from being able to go in. Is this like a barrier, like a sphere, or like around the place?
We have the respect of nature itself. We can bend it to our will. It depends on what you require.
We'll need to see first, and I'll just go through the portal.
I would say we definitely probably need to be healed fully real quick. We just got through that battle there.
Very well. As this draconic form lifts itself up onto its hind legs, opens its mouth as flowers begin to bloom out of it, and a bright light pours out, encompassing all of you and just melting away all of your wounds.
That's kind of where, like, we would say the effects of a long rest
Yeah, pretty much.
kind of come in. Okay.
Healing to that extent is limited, but I am capable of large-scale minor healing, enough to keep people alive.
Gotcha. Wow.
All right, Ignis stepping through the portal. Unlike most teleportation experiences you felt, this is just like stepping through a doorway. And Fairdrain placed it far enough outside of the conflict for you not to be like instantly in it. So you're kind of just on a nearby street, looking at the palace and seeing this crowd of people swarming it. And the rest of you see Ignis. It's not like he's like gone. You can see him through the portal still.
Okay. Well, let's all follow him.
Nature Dragon looks at you guys. Should I take a smaller form?
Probably.
I'll need something to cling to, as it looks around and makes eye contact with Mr. Legs. Hello, sir. Do I have your permission to use you as a host?
Friends?
He just looks at me and goes, help, friend! Help, friend!
Help.
I'll take that as a yes, as they touch his shoulder, and the vines begin to slowly begin to encompass his body until the entire draconic form has wrapped itself around Mr. Legs' body. And they kind of intermingle, forming this like almost armored look, but still very much looks like a tangle of vines. And then sort of like helmet around his face. As Mr. Legs stands there and goes, just starts like pawing at his face. Oh, friend, help! Friend, help!
Let me go pat him on the head and be like, it's okay, it's okay.
And you see a flower bloom at the back of his neck, and he calms down. And it looks up, and the eyes glow. We have commandeered this body for now. And he just looks at the rest of you and goes, lead the way.
Alright. Let's follow after Igneous.
Who do I see, by the way? One second.
So once you're over there, you see just base level tons of people blocking a good portion of your view of like the lower parts of the palace. Like I had mentioned before, there are people that have like scaled the walls up into like the higher ledges of the palace, looking for ways in. But all the windows and all access points have been blocked by adamantine plates, and all the gaps have been filled in with these magical barriers. You can see surrounding the entirety of it all the way to the back. And it almost looks like they're setting up camp. They have tents that they've put up. And people are more or less just kind of standing around. And specifically, there's like a pocket where there aren't people right in front of the gate. And you can see more actual like militaristic people standing there. Because a lot of these are just civilians that have picked up weaponry.
We're in the town right now?
No, you have. So those that haven't passed through the portal almost have like a window into the capital city through the portal. Igneous has stepped over though.
Yeah, I said that. I was telling everyone that we should follow after. So I would have already tried to go through.
And you can hear them chanting. And it sounds like they are chanting the words. Oh, where is it?
Boo, you stink.
They're yelling out, "Death to the pretender! Death to the coward!" And
Oh,
see,
dear.
a lot of them have like improvised weapons, pitchforks, wooden logs, like used as clubs. The occasional person has like a knife, swords that clearly have been taken out of the city armory. Then there are the more guard type and people who are actually soldiers and militiamen. But it's quite a lot of people and a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
Ooh, a mob.
Do you think I turn to the dragon? I say, do you think you're able to put up a barrier around the palace there?
I could encompass the palace in plant matter, but there are people atop it and quite close to it. They might get caught in it.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
If you could get them away from it, I could encompass it in a sphere of vines.
Who cares about a couple of people?
Maybe if we can scare them back a little bit. Big dragon could maybe help with that.
Suppose I could. But
By
if
something.
I scare them too much, the mob could begin to trample themselves if they begin to run.
Any other ideas people have?
Well, if a bit too big of a dragon could scare them too much, then how about mellow it down a bit?
Maybe like you?
Ooh, I can be. Oh.
So Saran?
Yeah, we better let Saran do it.
I think it will work better.
And you could be charismatic too.
Alright. At this point, Saran will... actually, as a reminder, Boston, could you help remind us what the Emperor said, like, in terms of where he was? Was he at the palace still, or did he escape already?
He's trapped in the palace. He's locked himself up in a room with his family.
Okay. So what we'll do, so Saran will step through the portal, and she'll get like a good vantage point to where most of the crowd might be able to see her in her dragon form.
Just on top of one of the nearby buildings, or
Like a building or a tower or whatever it might be.
like on the palace itself, or just nearby? Calypso, get off of me, please.
Let's do palace, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna like fly over to the palace?
Yeah, I'll fly over to the palace.
One second, I gotta get this cat off me. Dude!
How close, I touch a dragon, do you need to be close in order to put up? Or do you just do it from here?
To see what I'm doing it. I could do it from here, yes.
Okay, I think once we've seen, we'll get a little closer, and if we've seen that Saran is able to kind of move people, then I say just go ahead and let it rip.
Felina, can you come in here and get Calypso off my back?
Yeah. One sec.
Okay, so
Also
Saran,
going to.
Oh yeah, continue. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just gonna say out loud. Remember that we may find Varian simulacrum in the castle. We had not received any more information about him. Last thing we heard was that they were keeping an eye on it.
That's true.
Okay. Any complications with me getting to the point of interest that I wanted to?
You transform, take on your draconic body, and then lift off and cruise over as people begin to notice you, hearing the flapping of the wings. Immediately begin to turn, and the chanting stops, and you can hear intermingled into it some screams and some gasps of awe as you land atop one of the more central towers of the palace, and everyone just kind of goes silent.
If Boston, as soon as if Saran starts to try to speak, I'm going to get close enough. I'm gonna cast some thaumaturgy on her voice to make her voice even louder.
Okay, so you're gonna try and sneak up, so you're close enough to do some.
Yeah.
Cool. Roll. Just give me a stealth to approach. Do it with advantage because they're distracted.
Okay, advantage, and Also, will have my Cloak of Elvenkind up, which already, I think, gives me advantage, but just in case.
I'm gonna get some crowd ambience going so we can get in the.
Yeah, that's a 34. Nat 20.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Jeez. Okay, they don't notice you. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. Lame. Hopefully, none of the food's here.
Not even like the full word. It's just
Cuts off.
That was so quick.
what are we? Some sort of Foo Fighters?
Here we got some crowd ambience. Maybe this one's gonna be too clappy. I don't know. We'll see.
Clappy.
Arena crowd.
I figured they'd be
it's mob.
rambunctious enough.
Yeah, it's like mob-like.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
Okay, so Drake, you approach. You even like are able to slip through some of the people. Are able to get pretty close to the base of the palace. So Ryan, now you are atop it. Is anyone else going to do anything, or are you guys just waiting to see what's happening?
Just waiting.
Okay. Saran?
Okay. So Saran is going to take a deep breath, and she is going to let out a roar to get the attention of everyone.
And yes, to see that she's about to roar, that's when I get that thaumaturgy going.
You roar?
Yeah, do you want me to roll intimidation?
Wait, where's my roar sound effect?
You only wanted to draw their attention.
Well, there's a hint of intimidation.
I guess.
I would definitely say this is a intimidation check for sure. Okay, let's get the roar going.
Cuts off.
Yeah.
That sucks that it follows the same rules as the voice chat does.
Alright,
Of, like,
intimidation.
Noise.
I'm gonna re-roll that with a sorcery
The
point.
advantage. You get advantage.
I get advantage? Okay.
Yeah, with the thaumaturgy, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna use
Reroll.
my sorcery point.
Yeah, instead of being a roar, it's like a meow.
Still roll with advantage. Still roll with advantage. Use the sorcery point.
Oh my gosh. Since I rolled twice, can I use a sorcery
You
point
know, you
twice?
can do it again. You still have advantage. You can still. I think with sorcery point, if you have advantage, you can still.
Okay.
That's
Come
a
on.
reroll for all.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, Saran, you go atop the
It's meant to be.
tower. You kind of coil yourself around it, all menacing like, all kaiju-like, looking out to the audience before you, who raise weapons. You can see some levying crossbows, others in respect, almost like kneeling. Very mixed crowd as you.
Hey, a little 12 is like it's at least.
12 is better than that, than a meow.
Okay, you're not very loud. You're more like it's a roar, but it's on like.
It's like a person doing roar. That's what she's doing.
I'm gonna use your non-draconic vocal cords. And everyone just kind of like stops. You can see some people that have like pointing crossbows at you lower them because like they're like, maybe this thing isn't a threat. Doesn't seem like anyone's really moved. And some people that are already gotten on top of some of the parts of the palace are slowly approaching you. And one was like, hey, girl, hey, are you okay? Are you hungry?
Upon seeing this, I'm going to subtle spell Illusory Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Not where Saran is, but behind the, like, I don't know, behind us, and behind the people, but close enough that they can see it and hear it.
When you summon it, is it going to be flying, standing?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. So it's flying,
Okay.
and it's gonna be roaring too.
Rest of you just kind of standing here watching this from off to the side. Drake, you're of course like right in the mix, but
Login.
nowhere. What, Felina?
Oh, never mind. You can do that first, and then I'll do something.
Okay. Out of nowhere, a shadow is cast over everyone as a black dragon appears out of nowhere, swooping overhead. As people's attention shifts from Saran over to this new dragon, which is, I think, bigger, or is it about the same size?
It is
It's huge.
Yeah, it is
big.
huge.
Huge as adult.
It's bigger than. Yeah. So now you hear more kind of screams and yelps and just just fear settle over everyone as they're now trying to think what's going on. What does your dragon do?
So since it is flying, I'm gonna make it so it flies above everybody, including us, and uses its breath weapon, but pointed upwards or like in front of him, so it doesn't hit actually anybody.
What kind of breath weapon?
Let's gonna. What are the options again?
I probably
Let's make it a
let's-
necrotic damage for that,
What would that look like? Like just a black smoke?
with tons of green, I'm guessing.
Okay, yeah, just crackling green energy through black smoke pours out of this dragon's mouth as it's just swooping around. Roll. I almost think because you're like sort of puppeting it. What are those chants saying?
Ham.
I almost think a performance and intimidation, perhaps.
Okay. Would they still need to roll a wisdom saving throw? I guess,
okay.
because that's the thing. I mean, I
It's
can
only-
still do it.
They are looking for it to be one.
They,
Oh,
I mean,
any of
okay.
your enemies. They can become frightened.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll one roll for. I'll roll for.
I feel like one roll for like the general crowd.
All right, this is for the commoners.
Okay. That doesn't beat it. Needs to be a 20.
Okay, so they are frightened. So they're cowering. They're kind of like down on their knees and just looking up, hands like in front of their faces in fear. Now this will be for the militia, and then one will be for the actual like guard soldier guys.
That's probably also a fail. I don't imagine they have that big of a boost.
Yeah, not enough to beat Ignis'
they have a-
ADC.
This mate.
Ooh, whoever this is.
It seems like the soldiers pass, right? What's your save DC?
20.
Okay, they at the very least have a +1. So
Yeah.
the actual like soldiers are not affected by the frightened condition.
They still don't know that it is an illusion though.
Nope, they are thinking this is a real dragon.
Seeing that, because I had to get within 30 feet of Serenity for Thaumaturgy to work on her. Seeing that this is kind of working and getting people more feared, I maybe would try to get close enough to tell Saran that to use this opportunity to get to like tell them to move.
Okay.
To get. And I'll again try to help her use Thaumaturgy. Maybe even throw up some slight tremors as well.
Okay. So you
Hold
prepare
on.
to do this, awaiting Saran's.
Sorry,
actions.
I can't read the description in there. What? Because I'm trying to remember again what I can all use. Yeah. So Saran, go ahead.
She is going to yell, "Who is in charge here?"
Again, slight shake to the ground.
Give me... Because now you're trying to steal attention back to yourself away from this giant dragon. And also trying to yell loud enough to get over everyone else. So I guess give me a... We can do another intimidation if you want. Or a persuasion or something.
I'll do
I'll leave
persuasion.
it.
Persuasion's plus 10 for me.
Okay.
There we go.
Not the greatest roll either.
Do you want me to do that with advantage since I have the thaumaturgy, or?
I guess, yeah.
Let's
There we
go!
Who
That's
is
a
in
good roll.
charge here?
Okay, your voice rings out, commanding this time. You found your voice. You found the strength. They're booing you. And now once again their attention pulled back to you. And they wait patiently, and one guy, a more grizzled dragonborn, with blue scales and several scars throughout his body, walks up wielding a halberd. I'm in charge. What brings you here, dragon?
I just say that you got this, Saran.
Sorry, 1 second.
Are you-
Go
Do you
ahead.
have anything to
thinking-
do with this black dragon? Do you mean to hurt us?
The Emperor has our protection at this moment. Why do you seek to slay him?
Why do you seek to protect him? Last I checked, dragons do not care much for the ways of men.
Well, things have changed.
He is unfit to lead us. He has lied. He has betrayed our trust. And he has hired mercenaries to kill our leaders.
Do you have proof that it was these mercenaries that killed your leaders?
Yes, we have one of the servants of one of them. As you see, he reaches, he calls out to some people in the crowd. And you can see the crowd kind of parts, and a guard is escorting a little kobold in waiter uniform. He says he escaped from their manor, and he witnessed you murder them.
Not her. She
Was
her.
it witnessed them murder?
She was.
Yeah, that's my bad.
yeah, she wasn't there.
Witnessed their murder.
Yeah, kill.
Have you taken a moment to consider the amount of effort that the Emperor is currently trying to keep this country together?
Well, clearly he's doing a shite job. He must be usurped. The people will take control, and we will save our country. But a pretender, a person brought into this position by another pretender, he does not deserve to sit the throne. You send him a message if you protect him. Tell him that if he surrenders now, this will end without bloodshed. He'll be allowed to move out to the country, live somewhere else, and his family will be safe. If he denies, then it is war.
I will do that. But first I want you to consider something. To at least put into perspective the things that he is doing in all his power that he has. Firstly, He is likely the only hope that us dragons have in retrieving the mana crystals which were stolen from our graveyards.
If he had any chance of finding them, he would have already.
Thankfully, the
We will find
mercenaries
them.
have information as to where these mana crystals are. They don't know specifically, but they know who does know where they are. So there has
doesn't
been
matter.
progress made on that matter.
Until we see proof of anything, we're tearing the Emperor down.
While this is happening, I'm gonna have the dragon fly by again, slightly closer to the ground, so that everybody starts moving away from it.
Okay. So this time, like, more threatening. I mean, as it does swoop down, a decent amount of people, especially the regular civilians, scatter. And they go to the outer edges of the, I guess, palace's campus. They just go as far as they can into the gardens and into the kind of pathway leading up to it. Some that were closer to the center push closer to the other guards, but you have spread a decent chunk of them.
Still not enough where they're blocking some of it.
There are still those on the actual palace itself that have like climbed it. There are those that surround the whole perimeter of it, or most of it, and then there are those like soldiers that are right up next to the gate.
Hey, Boston.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn into an owl bear and fly around.
Owlbears don't fly.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Nope.
No, they don't.
They have wings.
No, they have feathers,
they
but they don't
feathers,
have.
but they have-
Oh, can I turn into a dragon or no?
No, you can turn into a big bird.
Can I turn into a phoenix?
No.
Well,
Don't think so.
Okay,
Scary
what CR creature can she turn into? Is she full druid?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what kind of druid?
A nymph?
No. Like what subclass? Are you Circle of the Moon? Are
Yeah.
you Circle? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, try to give her like a big thing that she can turn into. As high as your druid level divided by 3. Rounded down. So 16 divided by 3, that's 5 something, so 5. Any dragons that are like CR5 that can fly?
Okay, can I do that, boss?
Well, it has to be a beast.
That's
I can't
right.
turn into a dragon.
That's right. It has to be a beast. Yeah, unless you have polymorph.
I do.
A little bit too risky, though.
You can turn into the same thing that Christian turns into our other session, the Quetzalcoatlus. That thing's sized huge. It's a big dinosaur.
Sure.
At this point, I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna summon Draco. Not use him to like necessarily intimidate people, but like try to like see if he can at least coerce the people on the roof to move off.
Okay, so you summon him on the roof and just have him like growl and like what's he doing to?
Yeah, if they know Draconic, he'll try to be like tell them like it's not safe for you to be on the roof.
Can Draco speak?
I think he can speak Draconic. I think it's been a while since I've seen. At least he understands. I know.
I don't think he can necessarily speak it.
I don't think he can speak.
Might just be he can understand the languages.
Okay, because I have on here language Draconic, but let me look. Let me look at just strikes in general. Can a
as this is happening, I'm gonna move the dragon again. This time, kind of to get closer to Zoran and mimic a Talon attack. But maybe he's too
Mimic an attack at what?
at Zoran.
Wait,
Oh,
have
he's
it
gonna
attack
attack Saran?
No, I'm not gonna have it attack Zoran. I'm just gonna have it make it seem like he is about to, but he's maybe too big or too close to the castle and he cannot get to it.
Why?
I can't tell you because it's metagaming.
Okay.
Okay.
No, languages.
Just move up close.
Sorry, it just has under the stat block languages draconic.
Interesting. What's the intelligence, I guess?
8.
I guess that's up to Boston then.
I know we've never really had him be able to speak, but I've never really had needed him
Maybe it's just like
to
a
speak.
mental thing though with you.
Let me
Like, can you
see.
talk to it?
Drake is friendly to you and your companions, obeys your commands. Combat. Let me look. Let me see. Can Drake speak in Draconic?
But the dragon does swoop by because it's a illusion. I don't have to. It doesn't have to worry about like actually connecting. So it's just gonna swoop in, swipe at Saran, but yeah, it gets too close to the tower and pulls away.
At this point, Saran's gonna like flinch a little bit and be like, "Xanthar, stand down!" in Draconic.
The Xanthar.
Xanthar. She came up with that name on the spot.
He just doesn't speak Draconic. And he can't hear that. He's just
So it
praying that
just-
you understand what he's trying to do.
It just goes rah, 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 and then it just swoops away. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm dinosauring around.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So you run out, jump, transform into a very large, very long, like big-headed, long-beaked dinosaur, and begin taking off around the sky. As some people shout, another! And this time, people are roll intimidation. Actually, let's see how, because Quetzalcoatlus can be either. I mean, they are kind of scary, but they are also a little goofy looking. So we'll see.
Yeah, they're a little goofy looking. I guess up close, if it is flying, it is way more scary though.
I'll just have you do a intimidation roll.
I just did. I got 11.
The crowd is kill.
Kill it.
Though the Quetzalcoatlus isn't by itself super scary, the added third, beast in the area is starting to freak some people out.
I'm gonna
Another roar.
do. Are the
No,
people?
I think they do more of a screech, but
Oh, can I
Could-
let out a screech?
what, Thomas?
I mean, I know they're part of like the whole thing, but like the people who are like on the palace. How many people would you say there are?
There's probably total like 25 across the whole palace on top.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna summon Drake. I'm gonna summon Draco. Just because it does. I think it doesn't say they can't. Things that can't understand but not speak say so in the stat block. Usually, the Drake can speak Draconic and the Drake Warden can understand it, and such. But it does usually say like if they understand a language but they can't speak it. With the stat thing, it just says it speaks Draconic.
There's a stat block for a guard drake.
There is a guard Drake, but I think he's. I don't think they're quite a guard Drake. Right? Because you go to the the stat block and underneath the ranger, the Drake Warden Ranger itself.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let him talk.
Okay. Okay. I'll summon him and send him over to the people, like, kind of on their roof. And have him more be kind of and friendly with them. And kind of tell them, like, to tell them that they need to kind of move. It's not safe for them up there. And if he could, and that he would take them to somewhere safer where they can await the Keen's ward.
Have him roll a persuasion.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a little bit of a help on that. Gonna give him some guidance.
Okay.
Persuasion. Draco. Okay, I need to pull up his stat block. I think he might have a negative, so this may not end up working well. Well, he does, but we'll see how this goes. Can I have advantage? He's so cute. He's being so friendly and cute.
I don't know. I feel like in this context, he's almost a little threatening, considering all the dragon things that keep popping up.
Yep.
That's fair.
Like out of nowhere.
Let's try it. Plus a D4.
Kill.
Plus a D4. Hold on. It's actually not too bad.
The curse of the 11s, dude.
Hey, 15. Like, that's pretty good.
Here, let me roll some here.
Come on. Yeah, all these 11s. Jeez.
Okay. He goes to one part of the building and says that to them. Just and muttering in this like guttural speech. It's very like gruff. And they kind of start to step back. And they take it less of like a cautious thing and more of like a if you don't get down, I'm gonna eat you sort of thing.
Oh.
And so about like 10 of them get off of the top of the building. The others are scattered elsewhere. Or just are on another part of the building.
You mentioned, hey Boston, you mentioned that there was one close to me earlier that was like, hey, you hungry type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still there?
Kind of, yeah. He's just watching around and patiently waiting to see what happens.
I'm flying in a circle above Saran, just screeching.
Okay. So Saran's gonna say, as a follow-up after her first point. The second thing that the Emperor is trying to do, you may not know of this because he has not made it aware of anyone else yet, but he's trying to find the true bloodline to the throne.
We don't care so much about that right now. That's a later problem. The now problem is that he's a coward and he needs to be brought out. Do this, and then we can have negotiations. And if you don't call off all of your draconic friends, then me and my men will be forced to start taking them out of the air.
I'll talk with the Emperor, and I'll call off my draconic friends, if you can just back off for the time being. Is that something we can agree on?
What do you mean, back off?
Well, you have men on the castle walls itself.
Fine. Men, step back. As the rest of them begin to descend, and they leave some distance between the castle and themselves.
I will go talk with the Emperor now. And Saran's going to, I hope everyone else heard what she was saying and would, at this point, start backing off. But she she's going to start heading towards where she thinks the Emperor might be.
The majority of the people begin to go away. You don't super know where he would be.
Well, I was thinking that he might be in his like little stronghold.
Well, thing is, there's no way inside the castle at this point.
I could just make my own way inside.
How would you do that?
I mean, I do have a strength score of 25.
Is that enough to get through adamantine?
Well, it doesn't have to be adamantine. I can just be through the stone itself.
Well, no, the entire castle has been coated.
Oh, coated entirely in
Before
adamantine.
the floor is already armored with adamantine, and then all of the windows and gaps have been further locked down.
Are there locks that can be picked?
No, it's like quite literally like
It's sealed.
yeah, like in movies when it's like the lockdown procedure and all the like windows shut and stuff.
Can I make a an investigation or a perception check to see if I can find some sort of opening to get in?
Yeah, if you want to fly around, you can roll for something.
Okay, I'll roll perception. How's a 19?
Going around and flying from the air, looking at the castle. Doesn't look like there's any like doors or anything, or any clear openings that you can notice.
Is there soil around the area?
Kind of nearby, yeah. Like there's gardens around.
I'm a diggy hole.
You are part dwarf.
But yeah, blue dragons do have a burrow speed, so can I utilize that?
You go to the garden, begin digging. What else is everyone else? What was everyone else doing?
Do we? Can I? Did we hear what?
I'd say yeah. I'd say you could hear. It was kind of like a shouting match, so I'd say you can hear it.
I'm gonna sit on the castle wall.
All right, you perch.
Okay.
Landing.
I don't think anybody's near me. Is it? Like Aster's gone, Serena's gone. I mean, they're above the castle.
Yeah,
Mr.
you're pretty
Lake
much.
is with
Maybe
him.
maybe Rendon's with you.
Okay.
Mr. Lake with him.
Oh, Mr. Legs is as well. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to leave that guy alone.
Well, he does have the plant symbiote on him. He's got, like,
Oh,
the
I guess
venom
that's fair.
thing going on.
Okay, I am going to use Dimension Door to go inside with Rendon.
So just gonna teleport inside of the castle walls.
Yep. Like however far am I? Like, I don't know. Can I tell what is what in the area that I like? Am I looking at the main entrance of the castle?
Where you're at is at like the front of the castle,
Okay.
with the main gates.
And we've been there before, right?
Yeah, when you arrive for the party.
Okay. So I'll just teleport, Dimension Door inside, like to the area
Okay.
that I know.
As you do this, there are some minor protections placed upon the exterior of the castle. So there's a chance that any teleportation effect to get inside can fail. So I'm
Okay.
gonna have you roll me a percentage die.
Okay. That is just D100, right?
Yep.
At least in this. Okay. 20.
All right, and you'll get the result as soon as I get back from getting some water for myself.
Aw,
Okay. Don't break.
what the heck, guys? That was too chaotic.
Well, I was expecting something different, but my main plan was to have you fight, quote unquote, the Shadow Dragon because it is a Shadow Dragon, so that everybody just goes away.
Oh, so scare them away
It is-
effectively.
It is a common enemy, so that they would, if you were with the Emperor or wherever, they may see that. But the main thing was fighting. That's alright though. It got resolved, and it maybe helped. I don't know.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
You do the Kahoot music instead.
Boom bum 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 bum. I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's been a bit.
I don't remember either. Dang it.
I was close though.
Yeah, I think it is pretty close.
Okay. So as you grab Rendon by the shoulder, you look towards the castle walls, and you vanish. A flash of magic appearing inside in the kind of grand entry hall.
Nice. I don't think I would have noticed the protections in the castle, right? Without.
They're like magical protections on the outside, but you weren't sure if they were like. Since you didn't take a look at them, you weren't sure if they were just like
Right, like,
to
and
fortify
also
or
without detect magic, I don't think I would have noticed much, right?
they're like runes and like
Oh, okay.
magic, yes. But you didn't take a look to see if they were like protective against certain effects or if they were just to fortify the walls even more.
Do I see anybody around?
It is dead empty.
I'll just as a precaution, I'm gonna grab my my spell sword and I'm gonna activate it.
All right. Has Nate come back yet?
Don't know. Was he? Oh yeah, he's out. I don't know. He's still muted. Drake did leave too, or like Tom leave too. So I don't know. Spell.
Well, yeah. You take the spell sword and do it with magic as it ignites into a blade of energy.
Also, is it dark inside or is it just empty?
It's not completely dark. Not all the lanterns are like lit up, so it's dim, but it's lit up enough.
Okay. Well, I'll just continue walking towards the areas that I know that I've seen at least anybody, like the hall where we had the party, if I know the way, and then towards the throne room or whatever we were with Ildizan.
So you're trying? Are you trying to find like during the ball, like where his throne was?
Yes.
Okay,
So
yeah, you start heading that way. You remember well enough how to get there, and you get into. You go through the main doors, and you can see the grand ballroom. And yeah, to the left there is where the throne is, and where he would sit during events like this. As you enter, roll perception.
Perception. Okay, 12.
All right. You don't really see anything of note. It's just a big empty ballroom. This one's darker than the others. This one's definitely not lit up. There's some like ambient lighting from like the hallways, but for the most part, it's pretty dark.
Does the spell sword illuminate anything of notice? Or no?
Not really. It does cast like a blue hue around you and does light up the area around you, but there doesn't seem to be anything that you specifically notice. That stands out.
Continue, I guess. Walking, trying to go where we were talking alone with Ildizin at one point.
Okay, you go to the left, up the stairs to where the throne room, where the throne was, and then there's a hallway past that. I mean, are you being like quiet at all, or are you just kind of being?
Quiet necessarily, but just moving slowly, trying to see if I notice anything.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm just like trying to just get as many visual and any information that I can. I know I rolled a 12 though, but I'm trying. Oh, why don't I'm stupid. I'm going to cast Sending
Okay.
on Ildezen. I'm gonna say I'm in the castle, or I'm inside the castle. The others are outside. Where are you?
He responds with, "Surprised you made it in. I'm in my bedroom. There are others in here."
I'm gonna cast Sending again and ask, are you okay? Are those with you friend or friends?
We are okay. Xantris protects. Others are enemies.
Alright then.
So he's with dangerous people, essentially.
I'm going to use the Sending Stone to communicate that to everybody.
Minus Saran,
So
'cause
someone-
she doesn't have hers.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I'm like, someone is needing to tell Suran. And maybe Aster. I don't know if Aster has one. I don't think she does.
Aster
doesn't.
doesn't have his so no.
Okay,
Saran,
yes.
you begin digging into the garden.
I'm
What
gonna.
direction are you digging?
I'm gonna be digging in the direction towards the castle is, but I'm also gonna be casting True Seeing on myself to give myself some true sight and be able to see into the ethereal plane up to 120 feet to assist in locating where whether it be a tunnel network or something to just get into the to the castle itself.
You begin digging towards the castle. As you go, you can see in front of you appears to be a pipe. Quite the big pipe. Made of
Okay.
stone, of course.
I'm gonna approach it, and am I able to see through what it hosts and all that stuff, like what the pipe?
Specifically, you can see there's liquid moving through it.
Okay. I'm going
Yes, this is water.
to make I guess the equivalent of a punch, with a dragon fist, or like just kind of like a pound down with the
Dragon palm strike.
dragon palm strike almost. Do you want me to make a strength check?
I was thinking of something more like
Yeah,
Falcon
do a strength
Punch,
check.
Okay,
but with a dragon.
that'll be a 15.
Okay, not super good. You clear out the area around the pipe and then hit it with your palm, and it's like dust shakes off of it. And you can see some cracks go through, but they're pretty small.
Can I take another hit at it?
You can take another, yeah.
How's a 20?
Okay, on that second hit, you're able to crack the exterior of it as some pieces fall away.
So what's in it?
It's hard to see, but because there's not a whole lot of lighting down here, but you do see this sludgy liquid going through it.
What do I smell?
Oh, what you smell!
Saran's
Well-
gonna try to find another way.
Yeah, I need not tell you what you smell.
She's gonna cast Wall of Stone on it and kind of seal it back up.
Okay.
And she's gonna keep
closes
trying to
in.
move along and try to find something else. I need to keep track of what I'm spending with my spell points.
Alright, you continue digging until you reach a wall.
Okay, is
Or at
it
least-
coated in adamantine or is it
This is just a stone wall.
okay. Do you want me to make another strength check to see if I can get through it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 24.
Alright. Punch your fist through the wall. You're able to push enough away. And you look in and you can see what looks like a dungeon.
Is this the dungeon that we were in with where Melindra was?
Potentially. This doesn't look like it's specifically the dungeon that Melindra was in, but you went down and there were many dungeons, so this could be part of that, yeah.
Okay. I will enter and try to find my way up and try to find my way around the palace.
You push your way through, plop down, you see a long series of cells.
Okay. I just keep moving until I potentially find a way out.
You're able to get through. You find some stairs that lead upward,
And then I'll go
which you
up them.
take. And you can see a pair of like shut doors in front of you.
Is it locked?
Appears to be, yes.
I'll let us sigh and revert back to human form or humanoid form. And pull out my bag of holding and try to see if I can find a lockpick to pick it.
All right, go ahead and roll sleight of hand to attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. Second. 24.
24, eh?
Hmm.
Give me 1 sec. All right, and Felina, are you still waiting perched on the wall, or are you doing anything? Bean? Hello?
Felina.
Muted. I don't know if she's talking already, but she
Sorry, I
is
didn't
muted.
realize I was muted. Yeah, I'm just gonna be up there, like, watching the civilians, making sure they don't make any moves or do anything weird.
So you're just waiting and watching?
Yeah, I'm, like, on lookout.
Okay.
It's good
Because
that
there's still a
Drake is.
mob outside, so, like...
Okay. With that, you are still not able to get through the lock, Saran.
Really?
It seems almost fortified in a way.
She's gonna swear under her breath, and then she's just gonna turn back into dragon form and just slam the door.
Okay. Give me another strength check.
All right. Strength. 21.
21. Unfortunately, whatever fortification that was placed on this wall or this door also applies to its strength as well. So as you hit it, you're not able to get through whatever magical barrier is placed on it.
Magical barrier, you say?
Or just magical, reinforcement.
Okay, so this probably has like an arcane lock or something similar to that. Is the door wood, metal? What is it?
It is metal.
Okay. And you said it's oh, actually, I have an idea. I am going to pull out like a canteen out of my bag of holding. Because I would always assume that I have water on me after the amount of times my mom has told me to stay fed and drink water and all that stuff. I'm going to use shape water and I'm going to focus it into the lock, and I'm going to freeze it and force it to expand.
Does ice expand?
Ice does expand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you place it in the lock, and it begins to. You can hear a bit of popping and groaning of metal.
Okay. Anything of yet that has happened that could,
No latch has slipped yet.
Okay. I'm going to thaw the ice and see if anything has happened. If not, I'll try to pick the lock again.
Okay, nothing specific has happened. It seems that you've done something to the internal mechanisms of this lock, but
Okay.
it has not immediately opened it.
Alright, I'll try picking it again.
All right, go ahead and do so with advantage.
Advantage. Sleight of hand. 15. Probably not, right?
Unfortunately, 15 is not enough.
She's gonna curse louder at this point.
You were going to just that shape water.
What was that?
Nothing. Sorry, I don't mean to be like annoying. I just didn't. I shouldn't have said that. That's.
She's gonna think for a bit. Can I make an investigation as to what the door might be made out of, or the lock might be made out of?
Sure.
Ignore that. That was with advantage, but the first roll is what it should be. 23.
I mean, it's just a simple steel.
Simple steel door.
Yep, but it does seem like there is some sort of magical something or other cast onto it.
When is my allergy spray gonna kick in?
You need Astapro.
That's an allergy ad. 1 second. There we go.
Botulism.
Botulism. Okay. She's gonna once again attempt to try to break it down as a dragon. And then she's gonna try to think of something else. 21.
Okay, because of the strain that was put under the lock, you don't break the door, but you do break the lock, or break the bar that was locking it, and it busts wide open.
Finally.
And you are just in one of the halls of the castle.
Okay, is it a hall that I recognize?
Not really, no. A lot of the halls do look the same, but you don't really have any bearing for where in the palace you are.
Okay. Let's see. True Seeing lasts for 1 hour, so I still should have that up. It's not concentration, I don't think. Is it?
It's not.
Okay, so yeah.
It's not. I have it too.
Okay, so I'm going to see that if I might be able to sense like maybe anyone's essence as I move along the hallway through the ethereal plane.
All right. You begin walking around. Roll perception.
Okay. I can do that. 19.
And then, Felina, I'm going to have you roll perception as well. For something else, but... 19, you notice there is a secret door in one of the walls of the hallway that you're in.
I do?
Yep.
Do I notice anything in terms of sound behind the door?
Not necessarily. It seems like it's not quite like a door, I guess. It's more of like a panel, about like 3 feet up off the floor. It itself is about like 5 by 4 feet.
Okay.
And you basically just see like the mechanisms for it.
Okay. Am
So
I
By the way-
right.
am I able to open it at all, or do I have to find the trigger for it?
It doesn't seem to. But what do you do to try and open it?
Let's see. I don't know if this is how it works, but am I able to like see the inner mechanisms with true seeing at all, or is that something that?
Not quite, but you can see
Oh.
kind of like on the left hand side. There's like a little more like density of mechanisms.
Okay.
True seeing doesn't let you see through things. It just lets you see what's invisible, pretty much. Unlike
Okay.
It does a lot. I think it does reveal hidden doors as well.
Yes, I think so, but not like through walls. It doesn't let you see.
Okay.
Yeah, doors hidden by magic, and you can see into the ethereal plane. Things like that.
I'm gonna make an investigation check. If I fail, I'm just gonna beat it down again.
Speaking of Boston, do I hear all those loud bangs on the door?
Not from where you are at. No.
Okay.
How's a 21 investigation to see if I can find a way to open it?
It looks like you might just have to push it.
Okay. I push it gently.
All right, you push it as it pushes in. The latch unlatches, and then it pops open.
How big is the doorway? Is it kind of big or is it small?
It says it's like 4 feet wide, 5 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to draconic form or dragonborn form, and then just investigate that.
All right. It looks like a dumbwaiter, but a secret one.
Okay. Am I able to go up and down it? Is there like some sort of chain or rope that I can use to?
There is a lever inside.
Okay. Get in and pull the lever.
Hold the lever, Gronk. All right. You I guess what direction? It's like in the middle, basically. And then you choose the direction.
I'm gonna start with going down first.
Okay. As you pull it to go down, it begins to descend and then locks in place. And the door opens once more, and you just see like a small, empty, old bedroom.
Okay. And it's just an old bedroom, just small, empty.
Yep, yeah, it just seems like some sort of like extra bedroom.
With the true seeing that I have, do I can I sense any hidden doors by magic?
Not in this room in particular, no.
Okay, it's just a normal bedroom. I'm just gonna go up the dumbwaiter this time, or unless I can go down even further.
All right. You go. It does not appear that you can go down anymore. Like you go to pull it and it doesn't budge.
I'll try going up.
All right. You crank it up and it goes up back to where you were before. Do you keep going?
Yep.
All right. Takes you up another floor. Do you stop at that floor?
Yeah, I'll stop at that floor for now. I'm gonna check just about every floor just to be sure that there's nothing secret.
All right. This floor appears to be one of the bedrooms that you guys stayed in, or at least the same kind of bedroom when you guys were staying here.
Okay.
I thought we were in the. We stayed in the. Oh, never mind.
Felina, did you make that perception check? Can you hear me? She might be asleep.
Also, you have to start something else with the ambient stuff.
One sec, I'll be back.
Right, Maggie. How much you guys bet if I keep going up the dumbwaiter, I'm just gonna end up in the room of the emperor, and just be like, "Oh, fancy meeting you here. How's that going?"
I mean, at the rate it's going, Ignis is probably gonna go in alone, which is not a good idea.
Didn't he bring someone else with him?
Rendon?
Yeah, he brought Rendon with him. So
But Rendon is like, he's not there right now, I guess.
mentally,
I was gonna say brain dead, but that's kind of mean. But technically he is currently because Nate is not there. But music stopped. Drake.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna cut back to Igneous real quick. So Igneous, you are going through the hallways. You just had your conversation with Elzen. What are you doing?
Okay. Now that I know that there's some still people inside the castle, I'm gonna assume there may be others inside too. So I'm gonna try to be less noisy.
Like rolling stealth?
Yeah, I guess I can. I want to try that. So.
All right. You do the.
I'm just
the tippy toe.
swinging the spell sword too hard.
I'm just going casually.
He's making like lightsaber noises. Wow.
But I'm gonna make my way to the Emperor's room. I think we were there, right?
I don't know if you ever went there yourself.
Because what was the place that we were? The place that we were with Eldon when we were talking to him before we left. Was that his bedroom or was that another one? Because
That
I
was
remember.
like a secret room.
Okay, and before that, where were? Because we started talking with him, and then we went to the secret room bunker thing.
Yeah. So basically, through like the portraits in the hallway, you can go to the with like a special ringy thingy. You can open them up and then go to that like stronghold place. But that's not his room. That's just like a war room of sorts.
Gotcha.
If you want, you can try and roll an intelligence and just kind of try and sleuth out like where a emperor's quarters would be in a castle, like the most strategic place for him to be.
Okay. It's an intelligence
Go based off of
check,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Not 20.
Okay. We have a pretty good idea where you think it could be. Where the most optimal, easier to protect place would be. And so you begin heading that way.
Yes.
What is your passive perception?
It's 14. It's really low.
That's awesome.
14, you said?
Yes.
That's a pretty
That's
good
my
passive. Oh wait.
Passive perception.
Oh, 14. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not good. It's not
plus
that good.
14. It's 14.
He
It's
he is smart, but he's tunnel vision. He has ADHD pretty much.
You begin moving your way through the castle, and as you're rounding a bend, you can see 3 people in the darkness of the hallway. And you can see them just walking down, trying doors.
They see me.
No,
Or
they
have
are facing the direction that you are facing, so they're not like looking back. They're just walking down the hallway. You can hear their boots clomping. They're
there's just a
stopping
faint,
at each door and checking them.
there's just a faint wom,
Wow.
wom. Just kind of going with the pace of their walking. Hey, do you hear that? Hear what?
Wow.
That.
Wow.
I hope there are no kids in the castle. It's like Master Skywalker.
They don't immediately see you.
Okay.
They're more tunnel visioned.
Can I roll perception to see if they have like weapons? Can I see if they are, I don't know, guards or anything?
Give me a perception, yeah.
Perception.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay.
Okay. Do I still roll perception then?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. It's still a little dark, so you don't see any discerning information about them. Yeah, nothing like specific. It's a little too. Your eyes are a little too fuzzy in the dark.
Okay.
Hi guys.
I'm gonna Hey, you guys! No, I'm just gonna continue watching. I'm gonna stop moving and just watch them.
All right. Well, they just get further down the hallway, stopping at each door and checking the knobs, opening the doors, looking inside. And you can hear one of them just say, "Where's that damn Emperor's quarters? The servant said it would be on this floor."
Wait, is Rendon still with me, or was he?
You brought him with, so
Yeah. Okay, but he's following me. He didn't stay where I left, where I like teleported to.
yeah, he's probably following along.
Okay. Um. Go ahead and cast invisibility myself,
Okay, you
and I guess
vanish.
on Rendon too, if just in
Okay.
case. I guess.
Yeah, that works.
So that is level 3 spell. Okay. And I'm gonna follow them a little bit more at ease, I guess, but still trying to be stealthy. Just not to make
Roll stealth with advantage.
Okay. Please. Okay, that's a lot better.
Sweet.
18.
Saran, so as you pop into this room that you recognize as one of the bedrooms you guys had stayed in before, you can hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
I'm gonna get out of there. I'm going to close the dumbwaiter gently, and I'm going to. I'm gonna kind of listen really quick before I do anything else. Are the footsteps close, or are they kind of faint down the hallway?
Roll perception.
Okay. 27.
Sounds like they are approaching.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk out.
Of the room?
Yeah, just walk out of the room.
No, like, stealth at all?
No.
Okay. You open the door, step out. You can see 3 figures down the hallway. And they see you. They go, "Oi, oi! We got one. We got one." Say, "Stay still. Don't make any sudden movements." And as they are closer to you, you can see one is in a chef's uniform with a butcher's knife. The other appears to have like a servant outfit on, sort of. But it's a little bloodstained. And he's a very gruff guy, a little gruffer than you'd expect for a servant. And the third guy looks like he's some sort of stable hand. He has clumps of mud and or poop on his boots, overalls, looks a little dirty, and he's got a pitchfork.
So he snuck. So this is people that have snuck into the castle through the sewers, it seems. Or at least one of them is.
Or it just looks like people that work here.
Easy now.
Right.
Are you with the Emperor or against?
What do you think? We got. We're here to kill him. We were in here when the lockdown activated. Assuming you were too. You work for the Emperor? You one of his... He puts his hands up in quotes. Servants?
Well, I'm here to fetch him because they're looking to compromise a treaty to have no bloodshed.
Oh, so you're from outside?
That is the case.
How did you get in here?
I have my ways.
Igneous, you see Saran talking to these guys. You don't see any details about them, but you would recognize a bright blue woman.
But I can hear them, right?
Yes, you hear their conversation as well. How about you tell us what you did to get in here, and we won't cut your pretty little throat.
Well, it's awfully bold of a claim for you without knowing what I really am.
Well, first of all, you're short. A woman.
At this point,
Yeah.
she's going to transform into a dragon. And now,
Whoa. Dragon woman. Look, we meant no harm. We really didn't. But
well,
we
I
would
think,
like
I think you meant all the harm here. I mean, after you brandishing those weapons and threatening me with them.
Roll intimidation. And Josue, if at all you
Sorcery
choose
point.
to interject,
Sorcery
let me
point.
know.
I'm just looking.
24.
Look, we didn't know you were a dragon. That obviously changes things.
Does it now?
Well, yes, obviously. Wait a minute. Aren't you one of the Emperor's assassins? One of his, guard guys. The ones he announced at the ball.
What makes you think that?
You're recognizable. Short, dragonborn, blue. Not short anymore, of course, because of the transformation, but...
Call me short one more time, I dare you.
No?
They're not scared at all with the 24 intimidation, Boston?
Well, he said he's not going to call you short again.
Okay. I thought you said, no. Like, as in,
We
like,
say
no.
no as in he won't call you short again. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, it'd be in your best interest to just simply forget that this interaction has happened. Find a place to hunker down for a bit, and for all this to blow over.
From behind them. You're gonna let them go that easily? Still in the
Ghost! Not this again. I keep falling into the same bit.
I'm not doing the same now.
I assume I recognize the voice.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll probably recognize it.
You know, maybe I might not let you go so easily. Maybe I might give a little chase.
Well, you're going to listen to the disembodied voice.
Well, I have intrusive thoughts sometimes.
That we can also hear. They're audible, intrusive thoughts.
Maybe.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Chase? Boys, put your weapons down. They all slowly get down on their knees and put the weapons on the floor and then stand up. See, we ain't mean no harm.
How far are they, out of curiosity?
But they're like within like 10 feet of you.
I'm just gonna start like moving slowly towards them.
They start moving slowly backwards. Towards you, Ignis. You move away, or do you just stay where you are at?
How far away from me are they?
They are probably 15 feet away, but they are starting to back towards you.
How big is the hallway?
It's a big hallway. It's like 12 feet wide.
12 feet. How tall?
Like 8 or 9 feet.
Okay. Are there any doors in between? Like, I'm guessing the doors are at the sides. Are there any doors in between me and them?
There'll be one, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a wall of force covering the hallway. In such a way that the doors are not like. I'm gonna avoid there being any doors in between them and Saran. And also the wall of force is gonna separate me from the four of them in such a way that there's no doors in between, like for them to be able to escape, I guess.
Okay, so you're trapping them, like pinning them against the wall with the wall of force. So wherever the wall of force is encompassing, there's no door.
Yeah.
And you're just placing it around them specifically?
No. So I'm putting the wall of force behind them so that they cannot continue escaping Saran.
Oh.
So I don't know.
So it's like just the wall. You're not like making a cube. It's just the wall.
Right. So if this is the hallway, and there's a door here, there's a door here, and they are here, and I am here, I'm putting the wall there, like
Okay.
there, and then Saran is over that
All right.
direction.
You cast your magic as you put up a wall of force, and then your invisibility would drop, right?
Right. Yep.
All right. The invisibility drops, and they back up into a wall, turn to look at you, and they go, "Oh, it's not a ghost. It's him. It's a demon."
I just wave at them.
And then they put their hands against the wall of force, like patting it, like, "Whoa, hey! Help! She's gonna kill us, please!"
I just did the motion of like looking at my nails, like just like looking at them. Like,
They turn around, backs up against the wall of force, looking at you, Saran, as you approach.
She just kind of like bares her teeth in like a form of like a cruel smile, and just like, you know, just not long ago, my mother was telling me to make sure to stay well fed. You know, I'm
please, no,
right now.
I taste horrible, please. Eat the chef. He eats all the herbs and stuff.
69 in spell points.
Man, please, don't eat me. Eat him. He drinks a lot of alcohol, and alcohol can make food taste better sometimes. He's probably got lots of flavors.
She just gets like really close to the chef, like the nose, like almost touching their nose. She just like breathes on him.
Oh, dragon breath. Oh.
And then she says, "Boo." and to try to get them to run the other direction past her.
Roll intimidation.
Okay. That's a 20.
They scatter, like first going outward, smacking into the wall and the railing that overlooks just like another section of, like, you know, like hallways that like are like balcony hallways almost.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the middle is like a couple floors down, sort of thing. Okay, so they go up against the railing and then begin booking it down the hall past you. They're just running away now.
Okay. I'm just gonna let
From
them
the
run.
wall of force. I'm like, what was that? Why are you letting them run?
I prefer not much of bloodshed in the first place.
We didn't have to kill them. We could just gather information. We don't know who they are.
Well, it seems like they are against the Emperor to begin with. People who were trapped in here when the palace shut down.
I guess it's still a good idea to gather information,
Well, I got the information I needed to begin with.
which is
That they're not working for the Emperor and they're looking for him. And if they're looking for him, they don't know where he is. And if they don't know where he is, then what's the point in gathering that information? They're against the Emperor. They don't know where he is. They're looking for him. Need I summarize it anymore? Need I look for any more information?
there could be more information.
Well,
We don't know what we don't know, so
you want me
it's
to
always
chase
good
after
to-
those traumatized little babies?
I don't see the point anymore.
I don't see the point much either.
Well, do you know where the Emperor's... Oh, actually, since I know already, I'm gonna continue walking towards where I assume that the Emperor's quarters are. I don't want to tell her what I know.
So the Emperor's
All right.
at his quarters. Do
Yep.
you have an idea where it might be?
Yes.
Okay.
Follow me.
All right. And after only a little bit of walking, you get down a hallway with much less doors in it, but lots more like suits of armor lining the walls, portraits of previous emperors, and at the end of the hall, a very fancy wood and gold door.
Well, if I had to guess which one is the Emperor's quarters, I think it's this one. And she points to a completely different door. Just half joking.
The janitor's
Baseball.
closet. Baseball?
He's just gonna faceball.
Oh, baseball. Okay.
I'm just joking. I know it's obviously that one.
Right.
I might be dumb, but at least I know some social cues.
I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. All right. Are you ready?
Well, hopefully. How big is the door to the Emperor's quarters?
It's like a normal door, but bigger. It's like, nothing like huge, but it's like a little bit bigger dimensions.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back into my humanoid form. And then
Is the door closed or is it open
I would assume
or
it's
ajar?
closed. Is that right? It's closed?
Yeah, it's closed.
Okay.
Can I investigate the door for traps or magical stuff?
Sure. Yeah. What do you want to roll?
I was just thinking investigation.
Okay.
19.
You can. Looking at, there's no mechanical traps, but there is the slight hum that you're familiar with that comes with magical things. So you can deduce that probably this has been enchanted with something magic.
Roll Arcana to see what it is?
Yeah.
Or if I can tell? Okay.
I assume at least, do I potentially sense that with the true seeing, or is that only like magic that hides things?
Usually it's hidden stuff, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the. Let me put the spell in there. But yeah, I rolled a nat 1 on that Arcana check.
Yeah, notice the secret door is hidden by magic and see into the ethereal plane.
Okay. You have like so many different things that you're thinking of that could be the option, and you are not able to like land on one. So it could be a ton of different things that are enchanted on this door. You're not sure.
Well, the door is definitely enchanted. I don't know what it is.
Do you have something to disable that magic at all?
I do not. Not right now, at least. I don't think the
Saran's just gonna walk up to the door and she's just gonna simply knock.
All right. As you touch the door, roll a dex save.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, yeah. No, I can't.
He was loud word. I can do that.
Oh, Igneous also roll a dexterity.
Oh
save.
shoot!
Oh,
Really?
shoot. I'm sorry.
All good. 12.
One sec. Okay. A surge of lightning pours out of the door.
Okay.
You both fail.
How much is the deal? What's the damage? Okay, not bad. Round down or round up?
Round out.
Okay, so 15. That puts me at...
Yeah, lightning courses through your bodies. You're thrown back a little bit, scattering on the floor, having to regain your bearings.
You really had to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it would only trigger once I opened the door. Hello? From the other side? Care to open up?
Who is it?
Well, for starters, it's Saran and Igneous.
Prove it.
How should I prove it?
Ask Igneous to tell a story of something that happened while he and Ildizen were traveling last time they met.
We recognize the voice.
It sounds like someone trying to purposely gruff up their voice. It kind of sounds like Xantris, though.
Igneous, care to tell a wonderful story?
Yes. We almost. I don't know. We lost our stuff because the horses got spooked, I think. Or the cart got. I don't know. It's been a while. I just remember that Ildizen was set to get married and we were asked to protect him. Is that enough?
Too vague, I'm not buying it.
What else can we do to help prove that it is us?
Step back from the door, my emperor. I've got this. Oh, no, that's a good point. Igneous, just send him a message. If it's really you,
That's
then tell him that it's you outside.
Okay, I'll just use sending. I was already going to do that. Can you open the door, please?
Okay, fine. The door latches and swings open, and you can see Ilzin sitting on the bed, holding his wife, and Xantris standing at the front of the door. We're in the
Oh,
game. Yeah.
what?
Is Xantris standing in front of you, and he goes, "Come on in,
I'll rush inside.
quick, quick, quick!" And he closes the door again. Well, thanks for expending the defensive rune on the door. Now it's not going to explode next time someone touches it.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
At least you have
Oh,
more
Ilzin,
protectors at this moment. Now,
Ilzin looks at the rest of you guys and says, "How bad is it out there? Also, how did you even get in here?"
I teleported.
Oh, yes.
I just point to Renda. He's a little bit shy right now.
The anti-teleportation measures were not complete. Well, it's great you got in here, and it's also great that those buffoons out there don't have magic.
Yeah, about those. Are they just rebelling, or are they working for someone?
Word got out of your killing those two viceroys. They were able to convince everyone here, as well as the people from those lands, to come and attack. Word reached the capital, and chaos broke out. I lost their trust completely. The part of my guard that wasn't chaos betrayed me, and I was forced to activate the lockdown protocols. Unfortunately, some were still locked in. Xantris has dealt with some of them. But it's not good, and there are more on the way.
So what's
Now-
their plan?
two things really quick. First off, I had no involvement in those things. Second off,
Yes, instead you stole our hostage.
I'm just finding out about the fact that you guys went and killed two viceroys as she turns to Igneous. What were you guys thinking to begin with?
You were stupid and left, and you could potentially have died if we had not intervened.
I had things under control.
Oh, really? Being submerged in lava is being under control? I mean, your mother almost killed is having things under control. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ignis, did you tell Ilzin about what happened with the dragon stuff?
He did. He said that Solgar
Yeah,
was
I
dead.
did. Like
Okay.
right at the end of the last session we had.
Did you tell him about the white cross approaching as well?
Yeah. I don't remember. I know did I ask him? I think I did. No, yeah. I did tell him. I did tell him about that.
Okay. Well, for starters, how it's looking out there, they are willing to compromise and negotiate to where there's no bloodshed.
But
You'd have to turn down the throne. That's all that they
I'm
ask.
assuming surrender myself over to them.
They will let you go. That's what they said. Let you, your family go in peace, and no bloodshed would be done.
I don't know if I believe them. It's pretty clear most of them want me dead. I would be willing to go myself, but I'm afraid what will happen to my wife.
Well, we can definitely have her go to a safer place while you go to talk with them.
Also, kill you, and I make air quotes.
I'm not sure what to do. You said the White Cross is approaching as well. If this isn't handled by the time they're here, we're vulnerable. Right?
And
We don't have a chance.
that's another thing that I feel we should discuss with them at the bare minimum. I feel like having a flag of white would be the best way to discuss this, and to at least negotiate some form of truce for the time being while the White Cross approaches. And then afterwards, they can exile you as much as they wish. But for the time being, they need all the support they can get against the White Cross.
But they don't know it's coming. The people outside.
Which is why we should
If
let
I
them
could
know.
convince them, but who knows if they'll ever believe?
They could at least believe a dragon. In that manner. The White Cross works with the dragons. I could tell what happened, explain it to them, and what's going on.
If they believe you're at all affiliated with me, then they would just think it is one of my many ploys, one of my deceptions.
Well, here's the thing for starters. I'm sure you're aware of this, but dragons aren't normally affiliated with the mortal race.
I do know this, yes.
They pointed that out as well, and I explained to them that things have changed, which is the case. Things have changed very recently. With Solgard dead, things can be very different. And it can be explained to them what is going on, what Solgard's last roar did, and what will transpire as a result.
It's just a matter of belief, getting them to believe it.
And I can at least attempt that. If they choose not to believe, then that is on them at this point. But I can at least persuade them, hopefully, to at least just stand guard for however long it takes for the White Cross to march here. And when they do get here, they'll at least be ready.
How long do you assume it would take the White Cross to get here?
Depends. With magic, they could be here whenever. And knowing that most of their members are mages, magic is very possibly involved.
And given that they have orders, a dying order from Solgard to lay siege against the Empire, they'll try to carry it out as soon as possible. Or
I don't know what to do. I'd be leading my people into a massacre.
It would be a massacre. There would definitely be a lot of bloodshed.
Many would die, even people who weren't fighting.
The other option that I can see would be for you to the Empress to come with us. They can take us both to my house. All of us.
To just abandon it, just leave?
It is an option. If you want to stay and fight, I can help. We can help. But you also have to think of her, not just towards the Empress.
I can't leave my people leave them here for domination, but if it's me who they're after, then perhaps if I leave, then maybe that can, I don't know, amend things if I'm not a factor anymore.
I beg to differ, actually, as I think about it. One of the things that, of course, they were chanting when we were approaching was that you're a coward. If you just simply leave and abandon them to their fates, it'll even solidify further the fact that you are a coward.
It doesn't matter what they think of me anymore. I just need I have to protect the realm. But the realm will not be safe in the hands of those supremacists. But we do not have the means to fight them this day.
Well, we do have some others on our side. If you're
What
looking
if I just gave myself up? We can think about it. We can take the time, maybe return and free everybody. I mean, it's the... I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. We have dragons that are on their way to aid against this siege.
Many will still die. I can't ask of my people to fight for me in this. Well, after everything that's happened. I think I'll just turn myself in. I should keep them happy for now.
Before you do that, I want to talk with them one last time. And maybe get their leader here. And see if that's possible to at least have them converse with you one-on-one.
The rebel army?
The leader, yes.
None of it will matter by the time Ren gets here. If he meets any opposition, it will be death. But if he meets no opposition, and I go willingly with him, no matter what he does with me, maybe there's a chance that no one will have to die today. If I can trust you with taking my wife, taking her somewhere safe.
I can take her to my home and come back.
His wife turns to him and goes, You can't. I know you have a duty to your people, but you have a duty to me. And she looks down at her stomach and says, To him, he'll need a father. This nation can continue. It will be fine. But you don't have to give yourself up. You have to come with. Eldzin looks at the rest of you, and if they don't have me, they'll keep looking. They won't stop. It's more than just trying to take the empire for themselves and to right the wrongs of the previous emperor. They want me gone too.
Then we'll stop them.
Fine. I'll let you decide. Do we stay and fight? Or do we run and hide?
I think stay and fight would be the best bet.
Igneous?
I think that is the best solution too. Though it would be a good idea to prepare a decoy, just in case.
A decoy of me?
Yes. And I look at Santris. I don't know anybody else that has that type of magic.
Oh, you want me to shapeshift into him?
It's an option. I don't think they would be able to do much to you.
True, I would be much better at defending myself.
And hopefully we can come back for you too. If it goes to worst. I do insist in bringing the Empress to a safer place, though.
Yes, of course. Fine. Let's do it.
Okay. I go to her and I cast teleport back to the manor.
All right.
And
You warp, appearing in the foyer of the manor. You see Felix, who is in a bathrobe.
He had a break from everyone.
And he has some sort of like facial mask on. It's like some sort of like green substance. Substance. Hello, Master Ignis. You've caught me at a rather bad time.
You don't have to do the master thing. We talked about this, Felix.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, though. This is Empress. I'm sorry, I'm blanking out on the name.
So am I. Will she be staying with us?
For the time being, yes, please help her be comfortable. We
Very
may
well.
not talk about her. She is also needing some special care. And I kind of like look at her and at her abdomen, I guess, making it very obvious to Felix because I'm not looking in the direction of the Empress, but trying at least.
You're quite pregnant.
And also, can I see if the Empress has any signet or any pendant or anything from the castle, or like?
She does. Yeah, she has
Okay.
a royal ring and then a very nice necklace.
Okay. I'll just gonna grab the necklace. I apologize for this. I need it to go back, and I cast teleport again.
She's like, my necklace, and then you reappear in the room with everybody.
What's that in your hand?
And this is for you, and I hand it to Ildesin. The Empress wanted you to have it.
That's weird. I just got that for her birthday this year.
Oh, it's because you're away from each other.
Oh, yes. No, that makes a lot of sense. He puts it on.
Well, it would be in our best interest to maybe go outside with at least a flag of white to at least show that we are coming peacefully to talk with them.
Yes, good idea. He starts taking his armor off and takes his weapon off. Here, they must not see me in any sort of fighting sort of way. As he just gets dressed in his long johns that he had on underneath. All right.
His long
Santress?
johns, he's really in like his bathrobes or whatnot, whatever.
You know those like old
like basically underwear,
onesie pajama things?
Oh well, at least
Looks
he's
like the
somewhat
butt flap.
dressed.
That's what he's wearing.
I feel like it'd be better to show up in at least a little bit more than just that.
No, they must see me at my most bare, my most normal, my most
That's not
basic.
normal. People don't walk around that way.
All right, that.
Well, yes, but I must not be threatening to them.
All right, if you wish. Here, I took away in somewhere that I can lead y'all to.
To the front doors too.
Well, we can either go my way and not use any magic, or we can go Igneous's way and use all the magic in the world to teleport out.
I mean, we can just walk out.
Isn't this place on lockdown? And wouldn't it be best to potentially stay on lockdown?
I mean, yeah.
I think it's best if I let the guard down, right?
Maybe, yeah. Let's do
At
that.
the very least, we just need to open the door.
We'll do that as we exit.
I believe it would be best not to sneak around.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll go out the front door.
I'll put my just extinguish the flame, but not necessarily dismiss the spell sword, and just put it away.
As I start walking, I kind of just like get down on fours and transform into a dragon once again.
All right. All right, and then unfortunately, I think I'm going to end it here. We are missing like a lot of
Everyone.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we'll leave that off there. Some Saran igneous action, getting some stuff done.
Finding different ways in.
Yep. Scaring some guys.
They'll definitely have some stories to tell in the future to their kids.
Are probably stealing stuff.
Yeah, probably. I don't think I have anything going on.
I think they're more
Next
concerned about
Sunday.
hiding at this point from me.
Maybe depends on how long it was, but or because we took a time to talk with.
Cool. Well, I think I'm good to play next week, so we'll plan on that.
Okay. Sweet. Then I guess we can go ahead and plan on that. How much longer are you planning with this campaign being? Or not this campaign, this arc?
I'm trying to end it as fast as I can. So,
Okay, so next session probably is when it might end.
Hopefully we have
I mean,
everybody.
still have stuff with Varian if you guys are going to chase after it. So I guess it depends.
Okay.
If you guys, after this next session, or after you are able to do whatever with this incoming army, or you choose to just give up and go back to the manor, is really when we will end.
Now, Boston, if at any point during the fight that might be coming up, this is just a potential suggestion, and I'll just go ahead and end the recording here. Thanks for watching, whoever watches, or if it's me in the future, just looking back with stuff. Bye.